Good evening. Oh, throat went at the wrong time then. Hello, good evening. How are we all doing? Welcome to Duel Royale. Hello there. How are we doing? Yeah, throat just decided, nope, I don't want to speak right now. How are we doing? Good to see you all. And after all this daylight saving, it's all BST indeed. Well, it will be. Certainly in Sunday, it'll be BST here. I know in the US they've already done their DST dealings, but we haven't yet. We will be doing this Sunday though. Long time no speak. It certainly sounds like that, doesn't it? Well, I'm kind of like this. Now the swanky graphics. But first of all, Leaping 1. Maybe. At Bash Hype, yes. 1 year of subscriptions from Looping 1, aka Ralph. That is immense support, Ralph. Thank you for your continued support of this stream. It's just amazing. People are supporting for that long now. We're looking at people with multiple years now as well. Just how is it even possible? Hello, Whiskers. May bring you up in a moment. So yes, this is Duel Royale, and as people may have noticed on Discord, it's had a little bit of a glow up. So I did sort of a bit of CSS finagling to make it look a little nicer. And there's a tail. So now it does look a little more like the table that you would have seen on the UK version of Duel. And I hope you enjoy the updates to it. I hope that it's going to withstand the answers that come through and the questions that come through, so that the boxes can fit properly. I know that one of the problems that they had in the past with the text box, certainly for the question box, is that it couldn't handle really long questions. Maybe this one won't either, but we'll see what happens. We will see what happens if it can handle it or not. I've tried to make it support more resolutions and more text sizes, but we will find out. I need to say hello to everyone in chat first, before we do move on. And we start off with Arstorsal, who's watching Mitako before I rudely interrupted. And apparently Mitako stole my line and said, it's time to duel. Hello there, Arstorsal. Hello there, Adster. Hello there to Lee Link and Connor, who actually got timed out by Nightbot at some point. Whiskers, you can have some treats later. Don't go begging for them like that, and don't go hunting for them either. Naked Grandma, as always, in the house. Hello there to Car 7th. Yes, someone did say duel. Jack Wilford, it's time to duel, indeed. And Deuce, and that's duel. Hello there, Oni. Hello, Top One Gaming. Hello, Pretzel Rocks. Yes, because we had some music. There was a proper bop of a song before I rudely interrupted with the Duel Royale music, or Duel music in general. Hello there, Jay White. Inca, hello. Score count, Mr. Quiz Worthing. Jack Wilfred, Puzzle Dan, the Looping One. Cetra, Kazui Oat. Hello there. Who else? Pop Ram Comedy and Colo. And Effrontery Shapes. Swift Yellowtail. Diamond Ninja, Alex Chen. All the names. And Samster. And Baron Rider. And Mr. Buzzer Bob, what's your move? Oh, no. Just take the break, Buzzer Bob. Everyone needs a rest every now and then. Thank you for saying hi. Thank you for the 13th-month resub. And unfortunately, I do not have a retort. So my life points drained to 0, and I'm eliminated / go to the Shadow Realm. But thank you for the 13th-month resub there, Buzzer Bob. Greatly appreciated. We also have, who else is in chat as well? Yoshi's there as well, and Ape, and Ali Law, and Prey, and Kenda. Hello there, Kenda, and Itogi Car, and Whiskers Stop Going for the Treats. I need to get the treats out of a moment. And Catnip, and Hodders, and there's the Buzzer Bob, and I'm all sorted. I don't have any defense monsters down, unfortunately. So no, I can't do anything on a no TK. Right, I'm going to get the lobby open so you can join in, and then I'm going to get Whiskers some treats because she is begging for some treats in the moment. So let me switch over to the game version. Hello there, Pyro Pygmy. Is it another month of the belt? Thank you for the 3-month sub there, Pyropigmy. That's amazing support as well. All your support, whether it be 1 month, 2 years, whatever it is in between, just you turning up is support for me. Just saying hi, even if you don't want to play, just say hi. It's always good as well. Thank you for all of the support as well. I should have just revealed I natural draw all 5 parts of Exodia. I should have done that, but I'm not that clever. Let's put it that way. So I need to go into multi-duel mode, switch over to the multi-duel scene, and press the blade button. And once we've gotten the flash, if you hit set name on that wonderful website of duel.atpweb.co.uk, then you'll see your name pop up, just like that. I'll place down quizzing, fun, and polymerization. Sorry, polymerization is a banned card. Or is it a limited card these days? I don't know. I don't follow the Yu-Gi-Oh! Proper trading card game. Synchro what? Come on, Whiskers. Let's get you some treats. Yeah, I know, Whiskers. Treats. I know you want them. Look. Come on. It's just there. There you go. Just feel free to go to deal.atpweb.co.uk. You'll see kind of an empty website. Just put your name into the box at the top, as long as it says connected, and then hit the set name button. Again, it won't show anything, but if you see your name up on screen, then it has worked. I will need to potentially change the size of the players because we've got lots of players in here at the moment. We're looking at least 47 players in here because I think we're at 9 a column. We're at 9 a column, or are we 11 a column? It's 9 a column for this. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 47. 47 at the moment. So yeah, I need to resize the players to make it work. You're okay there, Whiskers? You okay there? So yeah, I had a little bit of time just before stream to give the player interface a slight change, and I think it's for the better. Ultimately, when it comes to the next proper season of Duel, I will be changing it a bit more as well, but I won't mention too much about that because there's lots of other changes to deal with as well, and I want them to be a secret until later on. You're not too late to join Westerday. Do go to the website right now and join in. I'm just currently feeding Whiskers some treats, so you've got yourself another couple of minutes before we start this game up. Yeah, new season. I mean, we've got all sorts of other stuff going on at the moment, so namely fixing drop and other things. But we'll get there eventually. We will definitely get to new Duel, Duel 4, whatever it ends up being later on in the year. But it will be some point in this year, definitely. We definitely want a Duel season at some point this year. But we do still have Duel Royale, the traditional Duel Royale. I say traditional. It's hardly traditional when you've got a duel between 55 players at the moment. That's not necessarily what a duel is. Anyone wants to try and enumerate what the name of a 55-way duel is? Whiskers, you've had enough treats now. You've had enough now. I suppose it's traditional if I've got a highlight on YouTube, yeah. A parliament royale, a mess. That's pretty accurate. A parliament, a mess. Yeah, it's pretty accurate. Yes, are you done, Whiskers? Okay, cool. You're done now. A skirmish. That sounds about right as well. I need to resize these players, don't I? Let me quickly do that. So now I don't want to select any of the. What am I selecting here? I'm selecting a player. Okay, so let's go to that. Change the cell size. Happy 1 year. Hello there, Danny boy. Welcome. How are you doing this late night for you? Because it would be Oz time for you. I hope you're good. I hope you're getting decent sleep. That is amazing. 1 year of support from you, Danny boy. Is amazing. I hope you are doing well out there. Hopefully we won't overflow too far beyond this. I'll give you one more minute, and then we will start this game off. And of course, we will start off with a test question, as always, because that is tradition. When it comes to Duel, we do the test question. And you'll get to see all the wonderful new layout. And hopefully it works. You are well not slept. Okay. Well, I hope you're in good health, Danny, at the very least. Who is player 53? A series of boxes plus a closing bracket. That means I don't have the characters in my font, essentially. I could tell you that it's probably Russian characters, because that's what I can see. I can see some Cyrillics with a closing parenthesis. So, yeah, it's a Russian name. I can't tell you what it is because I can't read Cyrillic. But it's a Cyrillic name, at the very least. An insert lingo pun here as well has just joined. 1 minute to get in, and then we are sorted. Just be aware that whatever name you set right now, you're committing to that name later on. So if for some reason you refresh your page accidentally, you'll be able to get back into the game by setting that name back again and hitting set name. You can't do it while there's a question in play, but you should be able to do that between questions, as it were. So long as, of course, you are still active in the game at that point. And if you've never seen or played Duel before, then where have you been? But it's a very simple quiz. You start off with 10 chips and some time on your clock. That time is sort of an extension we've added to the Duel format. And you'll see 4 options. If you think you definitely know the answer, then you'll need to put 1 chip down on the answer you believe is correct. If you're not certain, then you can cover multiple answers with more of your chips. But bear in mind that any chips you place on incorrect answers will be lost to the void after each question. So you'll be losing chips on each time when you use more than 1 chip. But this is the critical point. You must cover, at the very least, the correct answer in every case. If you do not cover the correct answer in any case whatsoever, then that is the key word you will be following. However, you could be brought back and resurrected at the end of the game if, for some reason, everybody gets eliminated on a final question, at which point we go into sudden death to decide who is the victor. I will also mention, because we have not done this before, but in the fairness of increasing the value of Doots outside of other games other than 1 vs 100, you will be playing for Doots in this game. And Doots will go to the top 10 places in each game. Top 10 will get Doots. Yes, you heard right. Not just top 3, top 10. Because these games can last a little longer than outright, I've also scaled the top prize up as well. So, the prize brackets we're looking at, the prize levels we are looking at for this game, start off at 100,000 for number 1 spot, then 75,000 for second place, 50,000 for third, 30,000 for fourth, 20,000 for fifth, 10,000 for sixth, 7.5 for seventh, 5,000 for 8th, 2,500 for 9th, and 1,000 for 10th place. And when it comes to ordering, we'll order by number of chips first, followed by a number of seconds left afterwards. So bear that in mind. Although we will also probably look at elimination order as well as a way. In fact, we should probably look at elimination order at this point. I've not thought about that, but yeah, that's the thing I need to worry about. Is really you should be considering elimination order at that point. But that's the ordering. Is I've got the top 10 values listed in a thing. So bear that in mind with your names, because if I don't know who you are by your name on Duel Royale's website, then I'm not going to be able to give you your Doots. So yeah, just be careful about that. Well, if we have to go to sudden death, Matt, then we have to go to sudden death, and that will be basically by lock-in time. So that's what we're going to play with. Last chance to get in. I've just noticed some more names, so I'm going to have to do the reveal again. Ba, 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 ba. God, there's so many names up there now. There's so many names up here now. I'm going to have to worry about buzzin.wav being a thing for the foreseeable future, because we have just that many names up here. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 59 players in right now. 59. Oh, can we get one more in to make it an even 60? That would be so nice if we could do that. Okay. I'm going to start this lobby off in a moment. That will mean I need to get to the dual layout. Hey! I mean, I don't know if I'd ever wish Piers Morgan a welcome, but you are welcome nonetheless to play, and you are player number 60. I saw the name and I thought, Anyway, I'm going to close it up and wish you all good luck. We will be, of course, always doing the test question first. I just need to check my match setup that we are doing everything correctly here. So, yes, the main game will be 90 seconds to start with. I've actually reduced the top-up time as well. So it's no longer 20 seconds, it's now 15 seconds. So bear that in mind, that there is a shorter top-up time now as well. So 90 seconds is your primary time, 15 seconds your top-up time. Your test question that's coming up in a moment will start off with the top-up time in hand. So you'll start off the test question with 15 seconds. Just because it's a test question, we just get it out of the way and done with quicker than normal play. So just bear that in mind. I have shortened the top-up time slightly as well. Okay, let's get this underway. Let's get your test question, and hopefully all you'll get to see this on the wonderful new layout. This is a test question. The answer is 42. Your options are 35 plus 7, 840 divided by 15, square root of 3069, and 221 divided by 17. Why is it playing that music? Why was it playing that music? I think I forgot to unhook the audio setup for the accelerator on the lock-in, the reveal sound. So I may have to figure that out. Okay. Well, things have happened. Let's see where you have played. A good number have gone with A. It's good to see. Some people have not given any answers at all in the time. It kind of worries me. Hopefully everything is working okay, though. And the correct answer was... It was a 35 plus 7. But if you didn't get it right, don't worry. That was only the test question, and we will be resetting you all in a moment anyway by pressing a magical button known as Reset Match. There we go. Everything has been reset back to that. And let me just quickly check the sound setup for unlock. Because it shouldn't have played... Oh, it was probably a coding thing, wasn't it? In which case... Can I just disable it? I think I can just disable it. Yeah, it's in the unlock code. I should be able to just change that to reveal answers, I think. Presuming that is the correct answer I'm looking for. And then I'll have to uncode it later. Yeah, just that one. Okay, that's fine. We can play that. That's fine. I can fix it. I don't want to have to start a new lobby, essentially. So, you all have 10 chips in your stack to start with and 1.5 minutes on each of your personal clocks. Just bear that in mind, that you have that 1.5 minutes to play with at any time throughout this game. And there'll be a 15-second top-up, so if it dips below 15 seconds, then you'll always have a minimum of 15 seconds to play with on each question. Okay, good luck to you all. And if we are ready, then... where is the button to do that? I need to press the button that says Let's Duel. Where has that gone? And let's deal. Focus the window. Let's deal. Okay. Do we want to do another test question? We can do another test question very quickly. It's only 15 seconds. I'll do one more test question very quickly then. There's your test question. There's your options. Let's just see how this goes. Oh. But now you have 1.5 minutes. Well, Carco's Web Quiz has gotten in this time, so they've seen the question come up. I'm going to accelerate my local time. So please lock in your answers as fast as you can on your end, because I'm accelerating to 10 times speed here. Thank you very much for that. Flamanis, hello there, welcome. Unfortunately, I think you are just a little too late because I've already closed the lobby off for this game, so you're going to have to watch along. But do sit around, and there will be a second game of this later on. I hope. I don't want this one to be an epic long duel royale, but it may end up being. So you'll just have to just watch along and enjoy the carnage and chaos that is duel royale. Let's see where you all played. And we do have some chips in most of the places. And the correct answer this time was C. Let's hide that question away. Let's reset everything back again to where they should be. 10 chips, 1 minute and 30 seconds on each of your clocks. And let's actually do it properly this time. Let's duel. Good luck. Here comes your first proper question. If in Slovenia the interlocutor told you dober tek, then he wished you what? The options are bon appetit, good afternoon, good luck, or sweet dreams. There's a bit of a swerve for the first question. Yeah, don't forget you do have those multiple chips at hand. This is a bit of a swerve. I was not expecting such a swerve at an early phase. So I swear I had a difficulty curve specified for this, but maybe not. Or it just failed to find any suitable questions. I don't know. Okay, well, either way, let's see where you've played. We have a lot of 4-chip answers up there, not surprising. What seems to be the most popular answer? The most popular answer up there is C, with 45 players covering option C. Then we've got option A with 38 players, option B with 34 players, and option D had the fewest on with only 26 players electing to cover it. Everyone has at least got a chip down somewhere, so that's good news. So let's find out. Dober tek. If in Slovenia the interlocutor told you dober tek, then he wished you what? Let's find out. The correct answer is... Wait, what? For some reason it locked as soon as I put one answer in. That's interesting, but could be very useful accidentally. It shouldn't lock once you click one cart quiz. It definitely shouldn't just lock in when you click on one. There should be 2 distinct actions. Clicking chips down and then clicking the lock button. Those shouldn't ever be the same. Anyway, correct answer for this one is... It is bon appetit. Bon appetit was the answer we're looking for there. Do I have any further information on that question? Yes, I do have other information here. We've got good afternoon is dober večer, sweet dreams is sladka zanja, and good luck is vso shreko. I'm butchering the pronunciations because I do not know how to read Slovenian. But the correct answer was A, so if you covered A, then you are still in the game. If you did not, then you are currently pending sudden death if that were to happen later on. A lot of players getting eliminated there. Only 38 gave me the right answer, so only 38 remain at the end of that question. And Kazuote, currently in the lead on 10 chips, followed by Piers Morgan with 3 seconds behind. Catnip, another 3 seconds behind that. So the first column and 1 extra still with their full stack intact. Going down to a good column and a half, using all 4 chips on that question to get through, leaving 7 chips for them to play with from this point onwards. Wow, wasn't expecting so many to get eliminated on that first question, but then I really wasn't expecting it to be such a hard question on the first one. I swear there should have been a difficulty curve in there, but apparently not. Okay, we move on to the next question, though. So get ready. Here comes your next question. Although officially codified in Germany, the first set of rules for the sport of handball were written by Holger Nielsen, a gym teacher from which country? The options are Netherlands, UK, Norway, and Denmark. Although officially codified in Germany, the first set of rules for the sport of handball were written by Holger Nielsen, a gym teacher from which country? Just waiting for the Westernator to lock in, and they have done so. Interesting. I can tell you the fastest player to lock in this time round was AB Me with a lock-in time of 1.603 seconds. The average lock-in time across all players was about 25 seconds. Let's see where you have played. Again, some all answer options here. Asda, Clive, 8 Minky, and Prey, and Pyro, to name a few. There are a couple of others that have not, have also done the same. They've covered all the options. They're at least safe through to the next question no matter what, but at the expense of 3 chips. The majority popular answer is D, with 37 players covering that. Not all. All but one person has covered D. The one that did not is Unclothed Senior. They have decided on A and B, Netherlands and UK. So, if the answer would be D here, then we'd only be seeing one person go bye-bye. Just for your other information, we've got 26 that went with C, 23 with A, and only 10 players went with B, thinking it's not the UK. Well, to be fair, I've probably not heard much about handball in the UK other than when we played it at primary school, so I don't know if we would have codified it. Let's find out. Correct answer is... it is D, Denmark, and it is just the Unclothed Senior that we are saying goodbye to on this exchange. So we are down to 37 players. Holger Nielsen is a gym teacher from Denmark. So, after question number 2, we are down to 37 players, and we have 5 players still with their opening 10 intact. Sergio Garcia with the time lead against Dusman, Kazuot, Siracusa, and Connor. Now we are looking down to Adster, Clive, Maple Yamanote, 8 Minky, and Puzzledan, who have used 4 chip answers on those first 2 questions. It's kept them in the game. However, they only have just enough now to cover all 4 options from this point onwards. So they're hoping for a slightly easier question to come up, maybe. You're doing well, though. 37 players still surviving. Question number 3 is coming up, and it is as follows. Who, alongside Larry Sanger, co-founded the free online Wikipedia, called Wikipedia, the free online encyclopedia Wikipedia, in 2001? Options are Joey Essex, Johnny Vegas, Jimmy Wales, Jack London. I can't believe I edited encyclopedia and read it as Wikipedia. That's just how bad my mind is, that the only encyclopedia that exists these days is Wikipedia. We're looking at just Adster to lock in. So, who, alongside Larry Sanger, co-founded the free online encyclopedia Wikipedia in 2001? This one's got a slightly different chip distribution. Unsurprising, given some of these names, I think. Sergio was the fastest to lock in about 1.5 seconds. Let's see who he played. The majority have covered C. It's all apart from Puzzledan has covered C. 36 have covered C. Puzzledan has elected to go with a 1-chip answer, so trying to conserve, but they've gone for D, Jack London. All of the first column are C. Kenda is the only one that's gone with a 4-chip answer, but at least they're through. They're definitely through, but at the loss of 3 chips from their stack. The correct answer we're looking for this question was It was C, Jimmy Wales. Puzzle Dan, I'm afraid. The only one failing to cover that and will be eliminated. Just for your reference for the other names, Joey Essex is a British reality TV star, best known for Towie, The Only Way is Essex. Johnny Vegas is a British comedian, and Jack London is an American, or was an American novelist, best known for The Call of the Wild. So if you can work out those three, then it's a process of elimination, leaving you with Jimmy Wales as the only one that could be correct, really. So we are left with 36 players now. Sergio still with the lead, with a 3-second lead on time over Kazuo and Deuce and Siracusa and Connor, still with 10 chips. Kenda and Adster with 3 chips now, not enough to cover all 4 options, such if the case were to happen. Clive, Maple Yamanote, 8 Minky, Jay White in that territory as well, although they have 4 chips, so they can still at least cover all the options. Okay, we move on to the next question. What's the smallest time we have left to play with on the clocks here? Yu-Gi-Oh! Means with 36.5 looks to be... No, Westernator, I'm afraid, is the one with the shortest time left with 27.6. Bear in mind, the top-up time is now 15 seconds. Okay, here comes your next question. Say Mrs. Frizzle had to drive the Magic School Bus through a carpal tunnel. Where might she have taken her class to? The options are a valley on the surface of Mars, the insides of one of their classmates, Nazareth circa 1 BC, or an active volcano. Methinks we've definitely done these questions in the wrong order. I feel these first two these two questions we just had should have been the first two. Just looking for Siracusa and Prey to lock in, please. Siracusa is in. Prey, you're the last one to lock in here, and you have done so. Do we have anyone in top-up time territory yet? Not yet. Westernator is on the edge, though, with 17 seconds. Prey close behind on 18 seconds. Fastest lock-in on this question was 2.939 seconds. Let's see where you played. We have a resounding majority on B. Prey has decided not to go with B, though. They've decided A and C instead. But if we look at, column 2, column 3, column 4, all bar 1 have covered just B. Look at the first column. That's interesting. The leaders are a bit split. We've got Deuce has covered all 4. Piers Morgan has covered all 4. Siracusa, Stoshka have covered 3. Sergio has covered 3. This is going to be a bit of an upset and going to reorder the leaderboard a bit. Let's find out. Is the answer B, the insides of one of their classmates? Because that's the majority answer. If it's not, then we're going to be seeing a lot of people eliminated. The correct answer is... It is B, the insides of one of their classmates. If you've never heard of carpal tunnel syndrome, that's an affliction of the of sort of this area, I believe. So yeah, carpal tunnel syndrome is not fun. B was the correct answer there. So Prey, we have to say goodbye to you. You did deliberate along on that question, but unfortunately you deliberated the wrong way and you are gone. So we are down to 35 players now, and because quite a few people in that first column have been using some extra chips, let's shuffle the board and find out who is in the top spot now. It is Kazuo on still with a full stack of 10, followed by Connor still with a full stack of 10. Sergio, Colo, Siracusa, Diamond Ninja now on a chip stack of 8. And then we go down through the 7s, 6s and 5s and 4s. Kenda and Adsa still with 3 chips to play with. Let's shuffle the board. Da, da, da. I really should have that as a freaking button. I should really have the number one rotate the board music as a button. I've not got that. I need to do that. Someone remind me to do that. And maybe even I could do some stream thing where I'd spin something on the stream layout. Anyway, that's for future me to deal with. I know I've probably got it somewhere, Theory, but if you've got it, just DM me and that basically will prompt me to do it. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. 35 players still in. Get ready. Here comes your next question. Which noble gas has the lowest atomic number? Options are argon, helium, krypton, neon. Which noble gas has the lowest atomic number? Just Sergio to lock in now. 30 seconds. Are you in the game, Ali? You can only lock down chips if you're in the game, and I don't see your name on this list, I'm afraid. Oh, you're Sergio. You're Sergio, are you? You got a red circle. Okay. Well, you are going to go into territory like that. What I can do... I mean, I don't normally do this, but if you can DM me, I might be able to lock your answers in locally, and you can sign in with Sergio Garcia again, and hopefully it'll work. But I don't normally do this. So I think I can do that. Yeah, I can toggle the chips on this end. Although it looks like you have actually, because you were on 8, so it has locked 2 chips down for you. So that's fine. If you just F5, Ali, if you F5 and then re-enter the name Sergio Garcia and hit set name, then it should be fine. But I have just seen, I've just looked on my side, I have got 2 chips down from you. So it has put the 2 chips that you've expected in, I think. It's just unfortunately it's timed you down to 0, which means you'll be on top of time from this point onwards. Yeah, I can see your name come through, so hopefully on the next question, so long as you survive this one, Sir Kenda, then you will get... sorry, Ali. Sorry, names in chat. So long as you are still in play on the next question, then you will get to see the next question come up. In theory, at least. Okay, let's see where you have all played. Okay, so... I think... No, not everyone has covered B in this case. The Archjustice Chocobo IV has gone with the 1-chip answer, but has gone with D, Neon. So has deviated from the majority answer from everyone else. Again, it's an all but one person has answered that particular way. Very interesting indeed. So if the answer is B, Helium, then we will be saying goodbye to Archjustice Chocobo IV. If it isn't B, though, we will be saying goodbye to a lot of players. Connor and the Masters and Westernator and Effrontery, those are the 4 players that are guaranteed safe no matter what because they've covered all the answers, but at the expense of 3 chips each. And for Masters, down on the 4th column there, that does mean they're going to be left with, I think, a single chip after this exchange. The answer we're looking for was... It is B, Helium. Yes, possibly overthinking it for you there, Score. Helium is number 2, Neon is 10, Argon is 18, Krypton 36. So those were the answers we're looking for there up on the board. Helium the answer, and Score Counts is the only casualty of that question and has been eliminated. And we are down to 34 players. And no one now has a full stack to their name. Casuote, first time deviating with a second chip on the board. Now with 9 though, still on the lead, and 46 seconds on the clock. Then we've got Colo, Serial Quizzer, and Diamond Ninja in 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place at the moment. And then we go through the 7s, the 6s, the 5s, the 4s, the 3s, and the Masters is actually with 2 chips left in play. So can now only cover at most half of the answers on the board on each question. Okay, 34 still surviving. We move on to the next question. Get ready. Here it comes. Which of these new polymer British banknotes would be worth the most? Ooh. Options are a Churchill, an Austin, a Turner, or a Turing. Western 80, you got to lock in pretty quick. You're in top-up territory. There you go. Anstey, you got to lock in pretty quick as well. Sergio, you got some chips down. Yugo Memes, got to get a lock in. And everyone is in. So yes, we do have people in top territory here. So they'll be left with just 15 seconds on each question. Yeah, we don't often talk about our banknotes in terms of, like the US would, talk about a Benjamin or anything like that. But we do have unique personalities on different denominations. And they have changed as we've moved to the sort of plastic banknotes, the polymer banknotes. So this is a slightly more modern question. Let's find out, how well do people know their UK British currencies? I mean, to be fair, I've not really seen a banknote in ages. Pretty much everything I do now is on the card. I even forgot about how the pound coin looked, because they recently changed from just being round to being 12-sided with the insert thing. But yeah, I completely forgot about that. It's just been so long since I've used coins and notes, so I can't remember this anymore. All right, let's see where people played. Unsurprising to, I think, the US audience and basically anyone outside the UK, they've gone with as many chips as they can play. Unfortunately, to players in column 4, that does mean they don't have many to play with. Answer's gone with CD, Westernator with 1 chip on C, Masters 1 chip on D, Kenda 2 chips AD, Effrontery CD. Yeah, lots of 4-chip answers across the board. The majority response, for what it's worth, was D, a Turing. 32 went with a Turing. And then it was C, 26, B, 22, and A, 20. So, we will be potentially saying goodbye to a few people here. Depends on the answer. Let's find out what is the correct answer. It is D, a Turing. So for your information, the Churchill is the £5 note, the Austin is the £10 note, the Turner is the £20 note, and the often not seen £50 note is the Turing, set to be issued in 2021. So Turner is, the full name is JMW Turner. They are an artist, and the £20 note was issued in 2020. In fact, I've not even seen a polymer 20 yet, let alone a polymer 50. So yeah, I've not even seen those yet. Anywho, Westernator, 8 Minky, unfortunately did not cover that answer, so we are going to say goodbye to you on that question, but very well played up to that point. We are left with 32 players now, 4 of which on a single chip left to play with, so can only cover the correct answer. They can't cover anything else. Colo with the chip lead now on 8, then it's Colin with 7, and then we've got a few people on 6, some 5s, and then a lot on 4. So, if you've got a clock time that is something below 15 seconds, it will get topped up to 15 seconds on the start of this next question. Who's got the time lead, just out of curiosity? It's Jack Wilfred, I think, with 1 minute and 2... No, Clive, my bad. Clive, 1 minute and 4 still left on their clock. That's still a lot of time to play with, certainly once we're getting down to the nitty-gritty of this game. Good luck. Here comes your next question. During a Wednesday stream, Ash teases that his totally not plagiarised original game show Zone of Danger will debut in exactly 100 days. On what day of the week will that debut take place? Options are Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Ten seconds, JY. Masters is in. Kenda, you're the only one to lock in now. Well, last one to lock in, should I say. 20 seconds. Ten seconds, Kenda. I hope you've got something down. There we go, we do have something down. Well, look at the chip counts we've got here after locking there. We've got Deuceman down to 0, so they played the remaining chips. Same for Now Deal That Out, Kenda, Danny, Topper, Maple Yaminated, Piers Morgan, JY. Obviously, those last 4, they only had 1 chip to play with anyway, so they have just covered with their remaining stack. This could be a serious chip burner. It depends on how quickly people can math. So, let's see where you've played. We've got a majority on A from the looks of things. Connor and Deuce, the only 2 guaranteed safe through to the next question because they've covered all the options. However, they'll be losing 3 chips each. Danny has gone with CD. Dual that Kenda gone AB each. Diamond Ninja, sorry, has not gone with A. Gone with everything apart from A. Colo has gone differently to A. Has gone with D. So we may be saying goodbye to a few people. Maybe saying goodbye to a lot of people. Depends. So the key to this question is modular arithmetic, essentially, because a week is generally 7 days long. So you sort of have to divide the 100 days by 7, but use the modular, so you're doing the remainder stuff. And if you do the maths right, then the answer we're looking for is... It would be a Friday. 98, I believe, is your closest multiple of 7, so would have been on a Wednesday if it was 98 days away. Add 2 more to get to the 100 will bring you to a Friday. So, hey, it still fits my streaming schedule. But Zone of Danger, I wouldn't want to say that's the correct title. It's a working title at the very least. Colo, Diamond Ninja, Danny, unfortunately, did not cover A, and they have been eliminated on that question. Hard luck. We are down to 29 players now. Ralph now takes pole position on our leaderboard with 6 chips and 1 minute and 2 seconds on the clock. Anonymous, unfortunately, you will not be able to play in a moment. Inca, you're second place, 6 chips, 43 seconds. And Samster, you're in third place, 6 chips, 40.8 seconds. It's a whole role reversal going on this leaderboard now. So, good luck to the remaining 29 players now. We're still not yet in Doot dealing territory. We need to say goodbye to another 19 to get to that point. And if you're ready, here comes your next question. The 2019 BBC Netflix drama Giri Haji has dialogue in a mix of English and which other language? The options are Thai, Cantonese, Japanese, or Korean. And apparently Anonymous can answer, which is wrong. Doesn't matter, they didn't put any chips down, so they're gonna chip out anyway. They've DQ'd themselves by not playing a chip, so I don't have to worry about it. But I can manually do so anyway. Okay, we've got a lot of zeros on the leaderboard now. Let's see where you've played. Yeah, there's a lot of chips about everywhere. We've got 8 have gone with A, 11 have gone with B, 21 have gone with C, and 10 have gone with D. So the majority answer here is C, but only 21 of our 29 have covered that particular option. So Giri Haji, honestly, if I had not seen any of the answers coming up before, I probably would have done something like Hindi. They looked like sort of Hindi words or Urdu or something like that, but it's not one of the options, so I would have been wrong if I didn't have any options up here. However, given that there is one of these options up here that favours, the correct answer is... The answer is C. Japanese is the only one up there that kind of fits the correct grammatical or character form of the words in Japanese. Giri Haji would work in that language. So, I'm afraid Ralph, Gruff, Serial Quizzer, Effrontery, Adster, Piers Morgan, Kenda, and Jay White all not covering C there and have been eliminated. Some very good options though. Thai, Cantonese, Japanese, Korean, all within the kind of right realm that you'd expect for, you know, as a sort of dupe to Japanese. But yeah, I was half expecting Hindi or something like that to appear as well, but it didn't. Hey ho. Goes to show how much I know. We are down to 3 columns now. 21 players still standing. Still have to say goodbye to another 11 before we start talking Doots. Samster now with the pole lead on 6 chips, 36.9 seconds. Then it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Memes with 5 chips, and then it's Jack Wilfred on 4. How many players do we have now with one chip? We have 8 players now with a single chip to their name. They are still in the game, though, but can only cover the correct answer, cannot cover anything else. Okay, good luck. Here comes your next question. How many Dalmatian puppies did Pongo give birth to in an animated Disney film? The options are far less than the average litter size, within the average litter size, about twice the average litter size, or 101 Dalmatians. Oh, goodness me, that's hard to parse in 15 seconds for those in pressure time. Just Deuce left to lock in here. You have 10 seconds, Deuce. And that is time. Goodness me, we have 8 players with all of their remaining chips down. And we have had a Dalmatians, 101 Dalmatians question come up recently as well. So hopefully people have had that in their mind, thinking about the answer to this question. But maybe not, maybe you missed that one. Let's find out, what did you play? Well, this is all over the shop. Deuce did not get a chip down in time, so I'm afraid Deuce will be eliminated on this question no matter what. Now, let's have a look at the distribution of chip answers here. We have 9 that went with A. We have 7 that have gone with B. We have 11 that have gone with C. And only 3 players have gone with D. So, essentially, we have a trual situation. We have a septual, a non-dual, and a whatever 11 would be. Dual. 3, 7, 9, or 11 away duels as a result of whatever happens on this question. How many Dalmatian puppies did Pongo give birth to in an animated Disney film? The answer we're looking for was... far less than the average litter size, for the reason that Pongo is not of the sex that can give birth. So the answer would be 0, i.e. far less than the average litter size. For your reference, an average litter size would be anywhere between 6 to 9 pups. So, trick question in there. Got to be careful about the names. Pongo did not give birth in that scenario, so that would have been a sum total of 0. Answer was A. Perdita is the name of the dog that did give birth, and that was 15 puppies in the film they gave birth to, so that was, about twice the average litter size. You could say that is answer, but that was Perdita, not Pongo, I'm afraid. So, we are down to our final 9? I think we are. We are down to our final 9. So, as it stands... Those of you that are still lit up are in that first column. You are now in Doot territory. Samster, because you did end that last question, although you've eliminated yourself, but you ended with 4 chips still in your stack. You take the 10th place, so you would have 1,000 Doots if this is the net result of our game. Depends on what happens if we go to sudden death or not. If we end the game proper, then Samson, you're looking at 1,000 Doots right now. And I'm going to write that down before I forget. Okay, so top 9 still in play. Catnip with the lead. Look at this as well. Catnip with the chip lead of 4 is the only player at this point to be able to cover all the options. Everyone else does not have that luxury. We still have... Jack Wilford with 39 seconds on their clock and AB Me with 31 seconds on their clock. Everyone else apart... Oh, sorry. Neil Do That Out has 26 seconds. Everyone else is in top-up territory and only have 15 seconds to think. Damn. Well, here we go, folks. It could end on this next question. We might be here for an hour. That's the wonderful world of Deal. We do not know when the game will end. So long as you cover the correct answer, chip in a chair, you can go all the way. Good luck to the remaining 9 players. Here comes your next question. In the 2019 film adaptation of the musical Cats, who played Rum Tum Tugger? Options are Sean Kingston, Flo Rida, Jason Derulo, Pitbull. Five seconds for those in top of time. And they are in. AB Me, you're the only one with time advantage now. Well, Jack Wilfred locked in early, so they still have time advantage afterwards if they survive the question. And AB Me now entering the top-up time fray. So Jack Wilfred still with 36 seconds on the clock. Now do that out with 23 seconds on the clock. Everyone else is now in top-up territory time. And 7 of the 9 players are playing with all of their remaining stack. Goodness me. Let's see who we've played. Everyone has agreed on an answer of C. So if that is the correct answer to this question, then it is going to be our first ding of the game, and everyone continues on. However, if it's anything else, then we are going to be saying goodbye to a lot of players. If the answer is D, Pitbull, we are down to a duel between Catnip and Yu-Gi-Oh! Memes. If the answer is B, we go to a duel between K Prather and Yu-Gi-Oh! Memes. And if the answer is A, we go to a truel between K Prather, Pyro, and Stoshka. No one is guaranteed safe because no one has covered all 4 options. The only person that could have done that was Catnip, and Catnip only elected to cover 3. K Prather and Yu-Gi-Oh! Memes only had 3 chips to play with, so they covered with everything they got. So, that is the situation we're in. The correct answer is... Sorry for the tease, it was indeed C, Jason Derulo, and you all survive. It is the first ding of the game. All 9 players survive that question. And let's have a look at our chip distribution now. Catnip still with the chip lead on 3. Jack Wilfred with 2. And we now have 7 players with only a single chip to their name. So no one can cover all the options now. Catnip can cover all but 1. Jack Wilfred can only cover 2 of them. And everyone else can only cover 1. And they must cover the correct answer. Damn, look at this game go. Now deal that out with 23.5 seconds of time still to think. Jack Wilfred with 36 seconds. Everybody else, top-up time of 15 seconds to think. Again, this game could go in any way. Get ready, folks. Here's your next question. Which letter functions as a single letter abbreviation for a position in all 4 of the big sports, namely NBA, NFL, MLB, and NHL? The options are C, G, P, B. What a question. What a question. 5 seconds for those in top-up time. And everyone is now locked in. The 2 players still with time advantage. Jack Wilfred and now deal that out. They're basically on 20 seconds each. They're closing in on top-up time territory. 8 players with their remaining stacks down. Catnip with 1 chip left. They have played 2 chips on this question. Damn, this is a damn good question at this point. Right, could you work it out in that time? Let's see where you've played. We have a mixture of answers here. 6 players have gone with A, C. 3 players have gone with B, G. Jack Wilfred is the only player that has gone with C, P. Stoshka is the only person that has gone with D, B. So if we're looking at C, P, or D, B, then we have a winner declared, and all of the dukes will get distributed according to your final positions. If it is B, we will go to a truel between Catnip, Jack Wilfred, and Sergio. And if the answer is A, we have 6 players standing to continue on and vie for position. Yeah, I know, Cat. That's why I'm reading in a specific order. So they don't confuse matters by going into A, B, B, C, C, D, 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 B, B, yeah. A, C, B, G, C, P, D, B. Well, I can reveal that the correct answer is... It is A, C. And that C stands for, in 3 of the sports, center, and in baseball it stands for the catcher. So center for NBA, NFL, NHL, and catcher for MLB. So if you could get that one, then very well played in that time. Congratulations to the 6 survivors there. Jack, Wilfred, Stoshka, Sergio played an awesome game up to that point, but unfortunately for now you are gone. Let's have a look at your current positions. So as it currently stands, Jack Wilfred, that time advantage played your favourite there. It's put you into 7th place. So Jack Wilfred, let me put your name down. Then below that we have Stoshka. And below that, Sergio. So that is 7th down to 10th currently assigned, pending the ending of this duel. 6th player still standing. Catnip with 2 chips. The other 5, that's now Deal That Out, Pyro, AVMe, Yu-Gi-Oh! Memes, and K Prather with a single chip to their name. Only Now Deal That Out has a time advantage here, but it's only of 4.3 seconds extra time on this next question. Good luck to you remaining 6. Here's your next question. Volunteer soldiers from Spain and the 392nd Infantry Division from Croatia both served under the Wehrmacht in World War II and shared what colourful nickname? Options are Red Brigade, Yellow Corps, White Regiment, Blue Division. Five seconds. Every single chip is in play. So whoever survives this question will be down to 1 chip. If we have any survivors, it all depends on how you've played this question. And my, oh my, oh my, is this interesting reading on my screen. Let's drop the screen. Four players have gone with A. Pyro is the only one to cover B. Catnip is the only one to cover C. Yu-Gi-Oh! Memes is the only one to cover D. So for 3 of these options, that is Yellow Corps, White Regiment, and Blue Division, we will have a winner declared. And for Red Brigade, we'll be down to 4 players surviving, and each will only have 1 chip to play with. Well, here it goes. The correct answer to this question is... It is D, Blue Division, and that means Yu-Gi-Oh! Memes, give me a card on you are the victor, and we also have a declaration of victory for 2nd through to 6th. We have a winner. I presume, because Car has been talking about it all game long that I have not read the full name out, that it is Car the 7th with the name of Yu-Gi-Oh! Memes, give me a card on. Very well played to Car for that victory. And... let's resolve everything else. So, Catnip, second place. Now duel that out. Third place. Pyro, fourth place. AB Me, fifth place. And K Prather, sixth place. So, let's start dooting some people. So, add those doots to Samster. 10th place gets you 1,000 doots. Go to 9th place. Sergio Garcia, which was Ali Lololo, I believe, was the name for that. Correct me if I'm wrong. But Ali Lololo, you get yourself 2,500 doots for that. 9th place. We then go to Stoshka. Stoshka, whose name eludes me right now. Someone's going to have to tell me what that name should be. Stoshka is... why can I not remember the name? That's really bad of me. Someone tell me before I completely embarrass myself because I can't remember the name. Oh, God. I can't remember the name. Ha! Users in chat. Once I see the name, I'm not. It will be like Stoshka. There you go. Jesus, Stoshka. There it is. Oh, it's because it was different spelling. That's why it confused me. Stoshka, get yourself 5,000 dupes. There we go. Then we go to Jack Wilfred. You get yourself 7,500 dupes. Then we go to K Prather. You get yourself 10,000 dupes. Then we go to AB Me. AB Me, well played on your 5th place there, getting 20,000 dupes for that. Then we go to Pyro Pygmy, 4th place, getting you 30,000 dupes. Then Now Deal That Out, which is Now Cut That Out, 3rd place, getting you 50,000 dupes. Catnip Fields, very well played up to that point. 2nd place gets you 75,000 dupes. And 1st place to Car the 7th, getting 100,000 dupes. Very well played to all of those 10 names. Very well played to everyone that played. It was a particularly difficult first question, but it sort of evened itself out as we played along. Very well played. But we are not done. Oh, no. We've definitely got another game in us before we end the stream. So, Car the 6th. We're not going to change names. That's going to complicate matters. Okay. So, we are going to... no, I'm not going to double the dukes the next game, Diamond Ninja. But I'm going to open up the lobby. So, if you missed out last time and want to get yourself in now, then hit that set name button. Go to deal.apeweb.co.uk. That's the link there that Ape Mickey's provided. Thank you, Ape. Go to that, enter in the name, hit set name, and your name will then pop up on this screen over here. So, what do you think to the new playing gizmo? Is it nice to play with after the little touches to it? Shiny says Top One Gaming. Sexy says Samster. It looks brilliant. Love the tech. It's great. That's fair, fine, Catnip, but thank you for joining in and playing, and very well played on your 2nd place. New sexy visuals, yes. It is clearer, isn't it, Clive? And it also kind of makes it look like the panels are illuminating by using the shadow effect as well. It would be interesting to see the layout in normal dual mode. There's not really much different to it. Oh, hello there, Psydork. Thank you very much for the Twitch baby. Twitch baby from Psydork. That's amazing support as well. Thank you very much for that. Blue Day Fox is duel.atbweb.co.uk. If someone can do it, we will be getting a wheel spin at the end of the night, Samster. Yes, we will definitely be doing a wheel spin at some point. Just not right now. We are going to get ourselves sorted out with another game. I forgot to change the audio setup, didn't I? So I need to change the accelerator sound back to reveal answers so that we don't have that. malady happening again. The match setup, we have got it configured still for that. That's good. And AB Me with the 5-month sub there. Thank you very much for the 5-month resub, AB Me. That's amazing support as well. I need to shrink the players, so let's do it again. There we go. If you're in twice Coolio, that's fine. Just one of them won't play. Essentially, one of them will just get eliminated at the start. That's no problem. I'm going to have to shrink the names again in a moment, aren't I? Oh, that was the other thing I was going to quickly check. Let me check the configuration of the questions. Yeah, that does work. Okay, that's fine. Coolio's playing for the 175,000 dudes. Yeah, trying to game it by playing multiple counts at the same time. Please don't. Please don't play multiple counts at the same time. That's not fair. Oh, I've got to shrink the names again. Sorry. There we go. There are some really long and illegible names up there, aren't there? Like Alex R, Gravy Salesman of the Year. I can't see what the year is. Samster wants to be better than 10th. I can read all of that. And Ling, no more Slovenia questions, please. I can read that just about as well. Even if you tried the yes, indeed. I'll give you 1 minute to get yourself in on this game. And everyone is welcome to play. We will be doing a test question in a moment to test that you can receive the question fine and you can use the interface. Don't forget you can cover more than one answer for each question, so long as you have the chips in your stack to afford it, of course. Ooh. Hello there, Super Patrick. Welcome. Welcome. And yeah, we will hope for some nice questions to come our way. Hello there, Diamond Ninja. Welcome to the game. 30 more seconds before we hit the test question button, and that will lock the lobby off in essence, although people were able to join after the fact anyway. Either way, whatever. Doesn't matter. Oh, my mic was clipping a bit there. Have I been sounding a bit hot on the mic this evening? Because it was looking rather red then. Let me turn that down a bit. Context, folks. Samster. Samster, you know what I meant. Oh dear. I need to have that button as well. I need a freaking Yu-Gi-Oh button as well, just for duel. Anywho, yeah, everyone took the low-hanging fruit. Yes. Anyway, last chance to get in before I hit the hamster. Before I hit the button to test the question and all that stuff. Anyway, are we all ready? Let's play some duel. Get yourselves ready on the website, and here is your test question as always. This is the test question, and the answer as always is 42. And you've got 50 seconds to decide on what is the correct answer. Oh, hey, it's come up today. In before buzz.wav. I'm so glad I have a slider for that now. I'm so glad I have a slider for the desktop audio. Although we now have a Nightbot warning for it as well. Just in case I don't catch it. Let's have a look at what you've played. Unsurprising, a lot of people have gone with A because they remember that number. Is indeed the correct answer. Yes, square root of 1764 is 42. We don't care about whether it's the real or not real, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, that's the test question dealt with, and I think everyone, apart from Coolio Lajin, which was one of the extra accounts of Coolio, and the Pissed Off Peers also did not answer, but I'm indifferent by that anyway. Let's reset you all. Let's reset you back to the status quo of 10 chips and 90 seconds on your clock. just like that. So you have the full stack of 10 to play with, and you have 1.5 minutes on your clock to start with as well. And remember, the top-up time is 15 seconds. So if you go below that at the end of a question, the next question will start off with a minimum of 15 seconds. I'm just going to clear out the names for my Doots leaderboard, very high-tech notepad entry. And if we are all ready, then let's duel! Good luck to you all. Here comes your first question. Suppose you're a triskaidekaphobic playing English language Scrabble and thus refuse to play any words that scored exactly 13 points. Which of these words could you play, not factoring in bonus spaces? Your options are way, embrace, champ, and Zed. How well do you know your English Scrabble? A few people having a think about on this one. Still looking at 8 Minky and 2 other accounts that don't matter. Yeah, the Accelerate doesn't do anything in Duel Royale, I'm afraid. 30 seconds left for Ape, Pissed Off Peers, and Coolio Lejeune. Okay, we just have Pissed Off Peers and Coolio Lejeune. Coolio Lejeune, that one is not playing. There's a Coolio that is playing, though. They're somewhere else on the board. So we're just going to time these out. So how's your day been? And 8 Minky electing to use the time while they still have it and only play a single chip rather than going for a 4-chip answer and guaranteeing through. So we'll see how well that plays out. Can reveal that all the options have been covered. Which was the most prominent option picked, though? That would be 45 players on option C, Champ. Closely followed by option B, Embrace. That was 41 players covering that. Then we have 29 covering A, and we have 26 covering D. So all the answers have been covered by a few numbers of people. But which is the correct answer? Well, I can reveal that the correct answer is... The answer we're looking for was C, Champ. It's the only one there that is valued at 14 points. Way, Zed, and Embrace are valued at 13 points apiece. I do not have the information about which letters are which, but I just have it in my factoid information, which I'm certain is correct. That Way, Embrace, and Zed are all 13 points of value, and Champ is valued at 14 points. So I'm afraid, if you did not cover C, then for the time being, you are. But sit tight, because we could be going to sudden death if that happens. So we are left with 35 players still in. That is 5 columns worth. We have 2 entire columns that have gone with a full... Oh, AJ, we hate to see it happen. Thank you for the 2 and 3 sub, though, and do stick around, because you may still yet be back in on a sudden death question. Yes, 2 columns worth of people went with a full 4-chip answer there. So they're guaranteeing themselves through, but at the expense of losing 3 chips after that question. We have 8 players still with their opening 10 intact. Okay, we go on to question number 2, which is... Geraint Jones is a former wicket-keeper batsman who played cricket internationally for both England and which other nation? Your options are Kenya, Namibia, Papua New Guinea and Singapore. Where is Wales, says Jack Wilfred. I'm afraid it's not up here. And of course, we have to have a cricket question at some point in the game. It's just the rule of sport. It has to have cricket somewhere in there. All players are now in. Let's see where you've played. Unsurprising, a lot of 4-chip answers up on the table there. We have 42 players covering option C, Papua New Guinea. That is the most popular answer. Then it is A, Kenya, with 37 players. And then it's option B, Namibia, with 30. And then it's option D, Singapore, with 26 players covering that. So let's find out. The answer we're looking for was... It is C, Papua New Guinea. Jones was born in Papua New Guinea to Welsh parents in 1976. Played for England in 2004 to 2006 and played for Papua New Guinea from 2012 to 2014. I could see you setting your name, Kulia Legend, a lot of times. Please don't spam the server. So, C was the correct answer. If you did not cover that, then I'm afraid you are out. But stick around because sudden death could occur. We are now down to 32 players still standing. After that, Connor, now the only one... What? Not 32. Jesus, 42. Let me get the right number right. 42 players we still have standing. Connor, the only player with an opening stack of 10 still intact, but with only 38.8 seconds of thinking time on the next question. We have how many players? We've got 10 players that went with another full stack again. So they are down to 4 chips left. They can only just cover enough. So yeah, 10 players can still cover all the options, but if they did that, they would be down to a single chip, which is not what you want to do after question number 3. It's definitely not what you want to do. Okay, we move on. Get ready. Here comes the next question. Which of these common phrases uses a different number than the others? Options are behind the ball, dressed to the the whole yards, a stitch in time saves. So long as you're having fun though, Lee. As long as you're having fun. That's all that matters. We are looking at Adster as not locked in. It's the only person not locked in yet. 30 seconds. "20 seconds, Adster. And you are in. So let's see where you've played. Ooh, a bit of a split opinion on this one. How many do we have on each answer here? We've got, let's have a look. We have 37 players that have gone with A, behind the blank ball. And then very few on the other options. We've got 7 covering B for dressed to the blanks. 8 players have gone with C, the whole blank yards. And only 5 have covered D, a stitch in time saves blank. So, as the question dictates, 3 of these use a different number to the one we're looking for. I can reveal that the number that we're missing for 3 of the options is 9, and the one we're looking for specifically as the correct answer is the one with 8. So, that is what we're looking for. And the correct answer is... A, which would be behind the 8 ball. The other 3 you can fill in with a 9. Dressed to the 9s, the whole 9 yards, a stitch in time saves 9. Those are the 3. It's not the whole 19 yards, no, but that's the name of a show. But the phrase is normally the whole 9 yards. So that is what we were looking for there. Those 3 use 9. The other one that is behind the blank ball uses 8. That was the answer we're looking for. So if you gave me A, you're still in play. If you did not, then I'm afraid you are gone for the time being. But sudden death could still occur. And we are down to 37 players now. Lee Link, you're still in there. You're still in there, hoping to get through to question number 4. Well, I mean, you're guaranteed to get through to question 4 because you used all 4 chips on that one. But you're down to 1 chip now. You can only cover the correct answer at this point. Connor's still the only one with the opening stack with 10 chips intact and 32 seconds still on the clock for them. Okay, we move on to question number 4. Good luck to you all. Here it is. What is the subtitle of the 2004 Will Ferrell film Anchorman? The options are The Saga of Ron Burgundy, The Tale of Ron Burgundy, The Story of Ron Burgundy, or The Legend of Ron Burgundy. Just looking for Prey and Diamond Ninja to lock in now. Seconds, Prey, and you are locked in. Let's see who you've played. All apart from BBR have covered D, The Legend of Ron Burgundy. Then outside of that, we have just one player covering A, and that is Proogs. So if the answer is A, The Saga of Ron Burgundy, then we have a winner in Proogs. We have 2 players covering C, The Story of Ron Burgundy, those being Flamanis and S. White. So if the answer is C, we go to a deal between those 2. 7 players have covered B, so if the answer is B, The Tale of Ron Burgundy, then we are down to our final 7. But it looks like the majority answer is D, The Legend of Ron Burgundy. BBR did not cover it. I think that's the only one. No, sorry, Shadowmane, I've just noticed. Sorry. The second player did not cover it. BBR and Shadowmane did not cover D, The Legend of Ron Burgundy. The numbers add up now. The correct answer is... it is D, The Legend of Ron Burgundy. And we are saying goodbye to Shadowmane again and BBR, who did not cover it. So the legend continues for Ron Burgundy, but for Shadowmane and BBR, alas, it does not. And we are down to 35 players now. 35 players still standing. Lee Link, you're still on that single chip. You still continue. S. White, you now have 2 chips. Can't cover all the options. Can only cover at most 2. Connor still with the full stack for 10 as well. But only 20 seconds of thinking time on the next question. All right, we continue on. Next question is... if you are a sapiophile, you are attracted to what? The options are people with 6 fingers in one hand, cold-hearted people, people with beard, or intelligent people. Just Lee Link to lock in an answer. You've not got your chip down. Yes, you have. And you are now locked in. Oh, you definitely didn't want to press the lock button without a chip down. That would not be a good move. But you did put your chip down, Lee. So you're in this game for now. Let's just hope you covered the right answer. Let's find out. Where did we all play? Looks like the majority have gone with D. Those that did not are Blue Jay Fox, Hunter 2, and Lee Link did not cover D. So the majority think it's D, intelligent people, but they might be wrong. The answer could be A, of which there are only 3 players have covered A. Or it could be B, again, only 3 players have covered B. Or it could be C, people with beard, 9 players believe it could be C. The only person guaranteed safe is AB Me, because they covered all 4 options. But they'll be losing 3 chips because of that. Let's find out. Lee Link, are you still in play? Or is your luck just about run out? The correct answer is... it is D, intelligent people, and we do have to say goodbye to Blue Jay Fox, Hunter 2, and Lee Link. CPFR, intelligent people, CPO, sort of intelligence. I don't have anything else other than that to say. So those 3 people will have to say goodbye, but stick around because sudden death can occur just like that. So we are down to 32 players now. Currently standing. AB Me only a single chip left to play with. S White still with 2 chips to play. No one now has their opening stack intact. The leading player we have now is the Trivia Turtwig, that is Aries, followed by I Can't Contain My Joy, then Kulia Lejin and Connor M27. We continue on. Remaining 32 players then. Here comes your next question. What language is the Cyrillic alphabet used in? Options are Latvian, Albanian, Mongolian, Georgian. Ooh, I see. Just Anonymous and Samster to lock in. 10 seconds, Anonymous. Anonymous is in. We have a few people now in top-up territory time, so you'll be brought back up to 15 seconds should you continue in play. Let's see where you've all played. Bit of a mixture. We've got a few covering all the options. So I Can't Contain My Joy in Coolio, Samster, Matt the Ref, K Prather, and Flamanis. All of those players have covered all the options, so they're guaranteed safe no matter what, but at the expense of 3 of their chips. Outside of that, what's the most popular answer? Ooh, it's very close. 20 have gone with A, 19 have gone with B, 18 have gone with D, and 14 have gone with C. So, whichever way you cut it, we're looking to eliminate nearly half of this players. Whatever way you cut it, we're looking at nearly half the players going on this question. So, 71 chips down on the table. How many will remain? The correct answer is... The answer is C, Mongolian. So if you covered C, then you are still in the game. Goodness me, that is not many surviving. It is 14 players surviving that question. Oh, if you did not cover C, hard luck. There's a difficult question on that one there. A lot of deliberation, a lot of similar geographical languages there, but Mongolian, the one there that does use Cyrillic in it. So 14 players survive. Well played to you 14. And, well, would you look at this now? Effrontery now in the lead with 6 chips, followed by I Can't Contain My Joy, also on 6 but behind on time, and Kulia Lejin, also there but behind on time. Then it's Samster with 5, and then we have a few with 4, a few with 3. And Prey, you are still hanging on. You now have just 2 chips to play with. A few people in top-up territory time, so you'll have 15 seconds to play with. A few still with a bit more to play with. I think the player with the most time advantage still in play is now Duel that out with 44.9 seconds still on their personal clock. Okay, we're still not in dual distribution territory yet. We need to eliminate another 4 players until we get there. So remaining 14, good luck. Here is your next question. There have been 2 Velvet Revolutions in Europe, the first in 1989, the second in 2018. But in which 2 nations did they occur? Options are Greece and Ukraine, Czechoslovakia and Armenia, Yugoslavia and Belarus, Romania and Georgia. 5 seconds, Jack Wilfred. Ten seconds, Unclothed Celia, and 5 seconds, K. Prather. Everyone is now locked in. 2 players using their remaining stack on the table here. Effrontery down to 2 chips after playing the chips for this question. Let's see what you've played. There does seem to be an agreement on B, although not all have agreed. The 2 that did not are Flamanis and Prey. They did not cover B, but everyone else did. Outside of that, we're looking at 7 players covering A, Greece and Ukraine. And we have 4 players covering C, Yugoslavia and Belarus, and D, Romania and Georgia. The only 2 people that are guaranteed safe are Frontery and K. Prather. They are playing their chip advantage. Everyone else, not so guaranteed yet. Which is the correct answer from these 4? The answer was... it is B, Czechoslovakia and Armenia. So we are saying goodbye to Flamanis and Prey. You played an awesome game up to that point, but I'm afraid your luck has just dried out and you are eliminated. But stick around because sudden death can still happen. And we now have our final 12 players. We're still not in duped distribution territory yet. We need to eliminate another 2 before we get there. But our final 12. I can't contain my joy and Coolio with 6 chips left to play with. Samson with 5, a couple with 4, some with 3, some with 2, and K. Prather sitting there with a single chip and that chair. But that's all you need to continue in this game. As long as you cover the right answer, then all is good. We keep going. 12 players remain. Next question is... what is the name of the Teletubbies' sentient vacuum cleaner? Is it Nini? Is it Nunu? Is it Num Num? Or Nya Nya? Five seconds. Some interesting chip dancing going on there with a couple of players, because they only have the 1 chip to play with, and they can't cover more than 1 at any given time in that case. So they have to deselect to reselect, as it were. Ready to play? We have an agreement entirely across all 12 players on B Nunu. So if the answer is B, then we will have the first ding of this game. However, we do have 2 players have gone with A, Nini, that's Effrontery and Unclothed Senior, and we have 2 players have gone with C, Num Num, Effrontery and Jack Wilfred. Notably, no one has covered D, Nya Nya. So if the answer is Nya Nya, then we will be going to sudden death. If there's anything else, then we still have players in play, but we don't have a resolution yet. The correct answer is... it's a ding! B, Nunu is the correct answer, yes. Occasionally misbehaves and sucks up anything from tubby toast to blankets, which prompts the Teletubbies to call him Naughty Nunu and give chase. Well, we've got a ding for the first time in this game. All 12 players still survive, but now we have 4 players with only a single chip to play with. And then we go up the board. We've got Matt with 2, Anonymous with 3, as well as R. The R stands for Nope, no wins. And then we've got Mr. Cash Trapped with 4, as well as now The Other Out. Samson with 5, Coolio and I Can't with 6 chips still to play with. Hello there, Ben. Hello, how are you doing? Welcome to some wonderful Duel Royale. I hope you are good this fine evening. 12 players still survive. We need to eliminate another 2 before we get to some dual distribution, Doot distribution, should I say. Get ready. Remaining 12. Here is your next question. What bay is Fort Boyard in? Is it Biscay? Is it Campeche? Is it Baffin? Or is it Bothnia? Five seconds of those on time pressure. Ow. And that is time. Where did we play? 3 players are guaranteed safe no matter what, but at the expense of 3 chips each. Those players are I Can't Contain My Joy, Samster, and Mr. Cash Trapped. Outside of that, we do have a slight agreement on A, although Matt the Ref, Effrontery, and Unclothed Senior have not gone with that. Then we've got 5 players gone with B. We have 4 with C, and we have 5 with D. So, based off of that, because we've got a minimum of 3 eliminations, essentially, then we will be in Doot distribution after this question. Let's find out. What is the correct answer? It's hardly guaranteed topper until the game is resolved. Sudden death can still happen. The answer we were looking for was A, Biscay. So Matt the Ref, Effrontery, and Unclothed Senior, we do have to say goodbye to you. We have our final 9. Matt the Ref takes 10th place provisionally at the moment, pending the resolution of the remainder of this game. So, as it stands, Coolio still has 6 chips, can afford to cover all the answers, and still have a couple in reserve. Everybody else in play cannot do the same. They only have at most 3 chips to play with. So they cannot cover all the possible answers. So if a particularly nasty question comes up, then Coolio can press advantage on this next question. And no one else, well, everyone else will just has to cover the correct answer and hope. Damn! Well, Mr. Cash Trapped, K Proud, Jack Wolf with 1 chip, Samster with 2, Dogfish, Alex R. Actually, I Can't Contain My Joy, now do that out with 3 chips, Coolio with 6. You are all in provisional Doot territory here, providing we do have a winner, proper winner, in regulation play. If we go to sudden death, then anyone could win. Okay, good luck to you, final 9. Here's the next question. Which of the following could never have been your secret fortune? Oh, damn. Options are £22,000, £25,000, £30,000, or £35,000. Now this is niche knowledge. First of all, you've got to know what the hell Secret Fortune is. It's a National Lottery BBC show hosted by Nick Knowles. And it's sort of like Deal or No Deal with quiz attached to it. It's quite nice, actually. But one of these values is not one of the values as part of the UK edition of Secret Fortune. Yeah, that's why I said the UK edition, just in case it was an original format elsewhere. I don't know that much history about the game itself. Let's find out, where did we all play? All answers have been accounted for. Jack! You didn't cover! Oh no! He was mid-changing his answer and ended up with nothing on the table. So Jack, you're gonna be eliminated no matter what. We'll find out where that places you in a moment. No one has elected to cover all the options. I mean, Coolio is the only person to do so, could do so, but they've decided to cover everything apart from A, £22,000. So 5 have gone with D, 4 have gone with C, 4 have gone with B, and 3 have gone with A. So we're saying goodbye to a minimum of 4 players here. The correct answer, or should I say, your secret fortune is not D, £35,000. So, Coolio, Alex R, Dogfish, Samster, Mr. Cash Trapped, you did get that right. You are still in play. Now cut that out. I Can't Contain My Joy, K Proud and Jack, you did not cover that, so you are provisionally out right now. But we can continue on. We have our final 5 now. Let's currently assign our ninth to 6th places. That is Jack Wilfred, followed by K Prather, followed by I Can't Contain My Joy, which I'm presuming is car 7th at this point because it's got the car in it. And then we have Now Cut That Out. So, 5 players still standing. Coolio, now with 4 chips, can still cover all the options, but only barely. Samster can only cover 2 options. And Dogfish, Alex R, Mr. Cash Trapped, you still only have 1 chip to play with. You can only cover the correct answer. We move on to the next question. Good luck to the remaining 5 now. And your next question is: Kabbalah is a movement under which of these major religions? The options are Taoism, Judaism, Hinduism, Buddhism. Two players yet to lock in. And everyone was in top-up time territory, I just realised as well. Now Cut That Out smells a ding. Do you think we're going to get a ding? Let's find out. There were some late responses coming in. Where did they play? Well, no one believes it is Taoism. So, if the answer is Taoism, then we will be going to sudden death. 4 players believe it is B, Judaism. Dogfish does not believe it is. 2 players believe it is C, Hinduism. That is Coolio and Dogfish. Only Coolio believes the answer is D, Buddhism. So if the answer is D, then we will have a declared winner and we will be able to resolve the rest of this money distribution, or Duke distribution. But conversely, against that, if the answer is A, Taoism, then we go to sudden death and open it up to everybody else. The correct answer is it is B, Judaism. So 4 players survive. Dogfish did not survive that question, so that does place you in 5th now. So provisionally, 20,000 Duke win, providing we get a result at the end of this. It's a good place to end though, Dogfish. 5th place, definitely a good place to finish. So we have our final 4, but would you look at that? Samster now takes the lead, only by time though, and everyone is in top-up time. So you all have to bear in mind now that your lock-in time might determine what position you take if you get eliminated. Obviously, it doesn't matter if you get the question right, but if you get it wrong, and we do declare a winner in this mode of play, then your time can matter. As well as, of course, the chips you've got as well. Do bear that in mind as well. Samster Coolio with 2 chips. Alex R, top of 1 with 1 chip left. We are in a quarrel scenario. 6 chips left amongst the 4 players. And the next question is: which of these fictional planets was introduced first? Options are Arrakis, Vulcan, Gallifrey, Tatooine. Five seconds. And every single one of those 6 chips is on the table. I can also say that 2 of the options have been left completely clear. 3 players have gone one way, and 3 players have gone another way. The 2 that have been missed off are Vulcan and Tatooine. Now, what I can say is, before I reveal any chips, is Vulcan and Tatooine are wrong answers. So we don't have a sudden death scenario in this question. 3 players will survive whichever way we go. So 1 person will be leaving us on this question and will take provisional 4th. Now let's see where you've played. All but Topper played A. All but Alex played C. That is where we stand. Samson and Coolio, you can take a breather. You are both safe. You know that you are safe. But you'll be left with 1 chip to play with. This is between Alex R and Topper 1 Gaming. 1 is right. 1 is wrong. For your reference, by the way, for Vulcan and Tatooine, Vulcan was in 1967, Tatooine was 10 years later in 1977. But we don't concern ourselves with those 2 answers. We're only looking between Arrakis and Gallifrey now. I only said they flipped this, coin flip in my head, and Topper said never heard of Arrakis, so this was a 50-50. Well, let's find out. The correct answer is... is A. Arrakis. Topper, I'm afraid we have to say goodbye to you. There's only 4 years between them. Arrakis was the earliest of all these. 1965, Dune by Frank Herbert. Gallifrey, of course, in Doctor Who serials, was first introduced in the War Games serial in 1969, but not named until 1973's The Time Warrior. So, Topper, we have to say goodbye to you, but very well played up to that point. Topper 1 Gaming. You take provisional 4th place, which is 30,000 doots. But we're not finished yet. We still have 3 players. And we still have 3 chips. Sudden death is all too possible in this scenario. Also bear in mind they're in top-up time. They only have 15 seconds left. It's on these 3 players to at least get a right answer to continue the hope for the 7 that are currently assigned potential doot values. If none of them manages to cover the right answer on a particular question, then we will go to sudden death and open it up for anyone to win. The cruel irony of this game. Good luck, Samson, Coolio, and Alex. Not much pressure. Just 50,000 plus doots, and also the doots of other people before you. Here's your next question. Who partnered with Andy Murray to win a silver medal in tennis mixed doubles at the London 2012 Olympics? Your options are Heather Watson, Laura Robson, Johanna Konta, and Anna Kethevong. Kethevong. There we go. 5 seconds, players. Saps is in. Coolio's in. Alex is in. Yeah, a bit of a mess on the last one. Anne Kuthevong. Kaathovong. Kaathovong. Interesting. Or Kyothovong, apparently Shapes is saying. Multiple pronunciations, there we go. Anyway, all 3 players are in. What did they play? They all went the same way. They all went with B, Laura Robson. So they all agree on the same answer. So we either get a ding and we'll continue in play, or we go to sudden death. Samster, what do you think? You're saying, oh god, I hope it's right. Well, you do hope it's right because you'll continue the game if it is. The answer looking for was... It is the correct answer, yes, B, Laura Robson, and we get a ding. You stay in play. They lost to the Belarusian pair of Victoria Azarenka and Max Muni 2-6, 6-3, 10-8 in tie. If you needed that information. Anyway, you three still survive with your single chip intact. Top up that time back to 15 seconds as well. And we keep going. Your next question is... Which of these countries might be the subject of Cardi B's song WAP if it is short for West Azerbaijan Province? Options are Italy, Iceland, Indonesia, Iran. All three players are in. Where did they play? They've all agreed again, this time on D. Iran. They seem pretty confident. All going the same way. And Samster thinks the option saved him here. Sort of a process of elimination. What's the correct answer? That it is the correct answer. And I have a sneeze coming. Or not. It's decided to go away again. But Iran was the correct answer. WAP, West Azerbaijan Province, is one of the 31 provinces of Iran in the northwest of the country that borders Turkey, Iraq, and Azerbaijan's Nakhchivan Autonomous Republic. ... Blah blah blah. All three survive. We keep going. Still vying for the top three positions here. Still a single chip each. Your next question is... The American landmark, Mount Rushmore, features the 60-foot heads of 4 presidents carved into the side of a mountain. In which position is Abraham Lincoln on the monument? Options are leftmost, second from the left, second from the right, rightmost. So you might know which 4 they are, but where? Where is Lincoln? People don't often ask, where is Lincoln? They often ask, how is Lincoln? And maybe, why is Lincoln? But not, where is Lincoln? Now we are asking that question. And, my, oh my, is this interesting to see. You want to see where the chips are? You want to see where the chips are? Here they are. They have not agreed. And it's a single on each, with leftmost left on its own. So, in 3 of these scenarios, we do have a winner declared. But in one scenario, we have sudden death to deal with. So, Alex believes it is second from the left. Coolio believes it is second from the right. And Samster believes it is rightmost. Please take an ad break. So, I am now going to start quashing some hopes. The first answer to reveal as a wrong answer is C, second from the right. Coolio, that was your answer. Unfortunately, you will be eliminated on this question. Second answer to reveal as a wrong answer is be second from the left. That means, Alex, you are wrong, and you will be eliminated on this question. So it has come down to this. If the answer is D, rightmost, then Samster takes the win, secures all the doots of the people before him, and we don't go to sudden death. If the answer is A, leftmost, then we do go to sudden death, we wipe all the doots that are in provisional positions, and we open it to the mob. This is for all the marbles. The correct answer is... We'll find out after this Twitch break. So if you're watching this now, you're not watching the ad, you are a subscriber. And we are going to... You know what? We will do a wheel in between, Samster, because why not? So we are going to do a wheel before we reveal the answer to this question. Mods, you are eligible. Keyword for this one is going to be... what are we going to have the keyword be? We'll make the keyword be duel. If you want to enter in the giveaway, then say duel and you'll be entered in my wonderful giveaway list for some doots from this wonderful wheel right here. Oh, Samster. Samster, it's tense, isn't it? It's a tense situation we're in. Duel Royale, sponsored by the wheel, absolutely. Keyword is duels, enter the drawing. Hopefully now, if you've been given an ad, you are brought back now. Hello again. We're going to do a giveaway before we actually reveal the answer to this question. So, if there are all entering giveaways, if you want already. Nope, Lee, you can enter in the giveaway regardless. Get ready. We're about to pick that player, though, for the wheel spin. And the wheel spin winneree is Maxio68. Maxio, you have won the giveaway. So, let me do some things. Let me switch the layout over to the cam only one, like that. So this is for you, Maxio68. These doots are going to be for you. So, the lights have gone dim because we're in tense mode. So... if you're ready, then let's press this wonderful button and start music. Good luck, Maxio. This one is for you. And let's spin the wheel. And this is go. $20,000! 20,000 doots! Look at that! Just like that, 20,000 doots sent your way. Maxio brings you up to 22,900 doots. Very well played on that wheel spin. Good luck, I suppose, with that one. So, we return back to our regularly scheduled program. And that is... oh yeah, that music. We're looking at the answer to this question. What is the correct answer? Has Samster done it for the team? Or is he giving it to the mob? He has done it for the team. The answer is D, the rightmost. And that is a ding, 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 ding for the top 10. Very well played, Samster. From left to right, the order is George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and then Abraham Lincoln. So, Samster with the win there. And let's resolve the board to get us our final positions. Alex R takes second. Coolio takes third. So, Let me add those dukes in to everyone. That was in the top 10. Matt the Ref, congratulations. You get yourself 1,000 dukes. Jack Wilfred, you get yourself 2,500 dukes for 9th place. Kate Prather, another win for you. 5,000 dukes this time round. Let me type it out. Kate Prather. 5,000 dukes. Get the extra D in there. There we go. Car 7th. Not a win this time round, but 7th place gets you 7.5. Let me put the name in. Let me put the name in. Oh my god, I cannot put the name in. Typing is hard. There we go. Add dukes. Car 7th. There we go. There we go. Now cut that out. Congratulations on 6th place. You get yourself 10,000 dukes for that. Then we go to Dogfish. She gets 20,000 dukes for 5th place, which you don't really need. You've already got 2.6 million. Then we go to Topper One Gaming. You get yourself 30,000 dukes there. Brings you up to 41,000. We go to Coolio. 3rd place. Coolio. 3rd place gets you 50,000 dukes. And then we go to Alex. Or presumably Oni for Alex R. That is 75,000 dukes. And our winner this time round, Samster. 100,000 dukes added to your name. Brings you up to 126,000 and a doot. So, very well played, everyone. It's just the order that it's come up, Matt. Like although the times are the other way around, which is interesting, isn't it? Yeah, I could sort that out afterwards. The thing is, they both technically got elimination on the same question with the same number of chips, so whatevs. I could deal with it afterwards. I could deal with the numbers afterwards. Anywho. Maybe give Coolio. I mean, it was the time from the previous question probably that puts them in that order, and it didn't shuffle them around either way. Whatever. Can we have a Champion Steel Carvey Samson? Not right now. Maybe in future though. I am suitably done for this evening. It's midweek, and I just want a nice relaxing evening. Yeah, hashtag not right now, because there's all sorts of other stuff happening in the rest of this week. Ben, who's now making themselves aware in chat already, starting the first of their Thursday afternoon streams, no less. Ooh, I know, Thursday afternoon. I don't know what they're called yet, can't make the mind up. But Thursday afternoon over on Ben's stream, Quiz Night Happy Hour or Matinee or whatever it happens to be, over on Ben's stream there. Friday, I'm back here with some 1,000 heartbeats, so get those hearts in check. Hope you all do well in that. If you've got any questions for any of the rounds in 1,000 heartbeats, by the way, just send them my way in a DM, and I will collate them and get them into the game. Also, on the thoughts of 1,000 heartbeats, yes, I do want to do 1,000 heartbeats as a special for the 1,000 follower special thing. I would probably want to play the game, which would mean I can't see the questions. So I may have to talk to a moderator or otherwise to do some sitting in hosting duties and also do some question collation without me knowing. So if someone wants to talk to me about that, then we can get that sorted. We can get 1,000 heartbeats with me as a player for once. And, of course, you still as the pulse, and we can get that going. I'm not allowed to play my own games. Yes, I am, Samstar. I'm still allowed to play my own games. I mean, all clued up. I'd like to be able to play that at some point as well. But I'm writing all of the boards. I say I'm writing all the boards. I'm just collating them from existing shows. So, yeah, that's part of the 1,000 follower special. There'll be other stuff in there as well, but part of it is going to be 1,000 heartbeats because the theme makes sense. And we are 15 followers away from making that happen. So if you haven't followed, then just hit that button. It all helps to get to that 1,000 follower special. And if you know anyone that might be interested in this stuff, let them know as well and get them to press the follow button as well. You don't have to have notifications. That's no problem. I know people don't like notifications. But either way, follows go a great way to helping a streamer out and stuff. Beware the stinger. I need to add that to my list of mad sounds because I have that sound on my computer. Oh, thank you for the 200 bits, Blue Jay. Yeah, Deal Royale, it's a nice change. And we definitely want to get it back for Duel Season 4 later on the year. Again, it'll happen later on in the year, but not this season, probably next season when it happens. But do keep your eyes out on Discord and on Twitch, because I will tease it at some point in the future. Yeah, streams happening in future. Friday for me, 1,000 Heartbeats. Then Ben is back on Saturday, starting earlier than normal because they're doing Ask the Flushes. They're doing an Ask Me Anything type thing for Ben and also Megs. So if you've got any questions, then you can send over the questions using some of the channel points, I believe. It's using that system. At 7:30 through to 8:30 is the AMA part, and then we start the rest of the stream proper, including some face-off. And Danger Zone was the one that got voted, I think. I think Danger Zone was the one that got voted. So we're going to be looking for that. Sorry, Danger Zone 2. I should put the number 2 on the end because it's technically Danger Zone 2. Sunday, Pinnacle Larder, of course. That will hopefully be a thing. I know Tipster's not been feeling too well. Like, work has been particularly unkind to him recently. So hopefully Pinnacle Ladder on Sunday. If not, then there's other stuff going on as well. I've been doing some TF2 playing with various people in the community in Discord on Sunday evenings. There's also, of course, Cash Trapped, Topper's wonderful game in Discord as well. That's happening around, I think, 8:30 p.m. on Sunday evenings, and has been doing like 2 games each time. So if you're interested in getting locked up in Quiz Prison, or at least Topper's version of Quiz Prison, then of course there is Cash Trapped to play, and that's a hell of a lot of fun to play and watch as well. There's also the Oda Connect tournament that is getting through to the sort of the mid ground, which 8 Mickey's been doing a wonderful job of hosting, and everyone's been wonderfully playing it as well. So that's still going through the Discord. There will be some video highlights from the previous episodes shortly at some point as well, I think. I am back next week. Now, reminder to those outside of the UK and EU that we finally do our daylight savings this week. So Saturday through to Sunday, we finally do our daylight savings adjustment. So we'll be back to 5 hours to Eastern, as it were, for those in the States that are confused by the hour shift at the moment. So everything will line itself up. And then, of course, next week will be... we have the 31st, and we have April Fools. Ben, you've got the honour of April Fool's Day on your Thursday stream. Not hinting at anything at all, no. And Friday, I don't know what I'm doing yet. It might be something else. We'll find out. Depends on what I feel like. But that's stuff happening soon. Yeah, just lots of stuff happening. Is there anyone that wants to be raided or can be raided? That I have not raided before. Be good to share the love around. I know that B Square Quiz is on, but I do share with them quite often. You know what? If you're interested in some music, if Mitako is still live, that is true. You know what? Yeah, let's go and raid Mitako. Let's do that. Or is Mitako just finishing their stream? Are they just finishing now? Is it not worth raiding? They have. Oh, they've just finished Final Fantasy VIII, so they're going to be closing up because they're doing preparation for a 1-15 run. So, Brain Mage is just finishing, but looks like Mitako's just finished their run of Final Fantasy VIII as well. So not worth raiding them now. You know what? Let's get the lick out. We're not going to raid with the lick, but Adam Neely is currently live. Doing another 24-hour album with Ben Levin, because why not? Why not do that craziness? So I'm going to raid over to It's Adam Neely. What do we want to say as our message? I don't want it to be the lick because that's too predictable. Our message is going to be... yeah, Duel, why not? Let's just make it Duel. Duel is going to be our message to send over to Adam Neely. good luck. I say good luck. Good luck out there. You're going to need it. Thank you. I'll see you on Friday for my next stream. Until then, bye-bye.